sunshine on my mind. My body gets to moving, and I've got a little time. 20 extra minutes, but 5 is all.
And we're back with another edition of the Morning Wood Show. I am your host, Richie Sky, and this is...
I am the once again legendary
porn star.
As I was saying, I am the legendary DeMar Maurice Bouvier.
And we're back on the couch, well, on the bar stool, bringing you the latest and greatest in news and entertainment like you always love it. Goodwood Wednesday. Mm-hmm.
Goodwood Wednesday. And once again, can we start over?
No.
No, really start over.
No.
No, really.
No.
Fine. So, we're going to move right along with the show. Today, if you have not been watching the news, or I don't know where you have been if you don't know, that there was a bombing in Boston at the finish line of the marathon.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think 3 bombs.
We can't say bombs. I mean, because at this point, they're just calling it explosions. So, we want to be able to...
Did it blow up?
I mean, that doesn't mean it was a bomb.
Don't bombs blow up?
But so do cars.
You're taking away from the sensitivity of the issue.
I'm not taking away from the sensitivity of it. I'm just giving you the news accurately. They have said explosions.
I'm going to pull it all the way back. There was an explosion.
Thank you.
In Boston at the finish line of the marathon. They don't know if it was a bomb or not, but bombs explode and something exploded. But we want to stay in prayer and stay mindful of those people that were injured. I think I saw that there were 2 fatalities. The last time I checked the news while I was at work. Yeah. So we want to keep them on our minds. We want to stay prayerful. And we also want to stay safe here and everywhere. We're in the Washington, D.C. area, of course, and the White House is on lockdown. The metro system, there were a lot of metro police all over the place. So everybody just stay safe. If you see something strange, say something.
And it's so crazy to me, and I know this is...
Don't stereotype people, though, because that's not right.
What are they going to stereotype? We don't know who did it. Anyway, what I will say is this. It's especially strange considering all the stuff that we have going on with North Korea. And then, I don't know if anybody has seen, it's totally kind of related but unrelated, the movie Olympus Has Fallen. Have you seen that?
I have not seen that.
Oh my God. It's kind of crazy that all of this stuff is happening around the same time that this movie is coming out, because that movie is really, really intense. Basically, the White House gets taken over by, I think it's a Korean terrorist organization. It's pretty crazy.
This is why I don't like movies like that. They just make me really uncomfortable, because I think we give people ideas. Not that they didn't already have them, but it's just uncomfortable. I don't like it. Let's make movies about ponies and unicorns and stuff like that.
And porn.
You are once again taking away from the sensitivity.
I'm not trying to take away from the sensitivity of it. I'm just bringing up other stuff that's related. That's about it. You wanted to lighten the moment.
Pray for Boston. Let's do that.
Prayers up.
Okay. Oh my God. Now, let's talk about our weekend. So this weekend, we had the opportunity to work with the promoters, Ignite DMV, and they had an Aries party at Love Nightclub.
Boom.
And our very own DJ Richie Sky made his, major club debut.
I would say that, yes.
Yes. Because at first he was just doing birthday parties, weddings, and bar mitzvahs. So
there's a word that was on the lip of my tongue that I won't say because we are syndicated.
Syndicated. Okay. So we had a really good time. Thanks for everybody that came out. You know, we really appreciate you guys following us and supporting us whenever we post things that we like. We like our fans' support.
Mm-hmm. So we definitely appreciate everybody who came out and supported.
Right. But what really, really, really happened to us last week, as you all know, we received a Good Life Award. And the Good Life Awards took place here in Washington, D.C. And we have to shout out the people that are responsible for the Good Life Awards. It's Pastor Mike Hurd and his first gentleman, Aaron Lee. They go from city to city doing these awards, and they really give people who are doing good things in the community a moment to be highlighted. And for me, it really changed my life. I've never had a moment that I could say, you know, this really changed my life. But the people that were honored there, the stories that they were telling about how they got to the point of giving back and just giving without respecting an award, but knowing that there will be a reward. Mm-hmm. It was just really moving to be a part of that ceremony. So.
And we have some friends of the show who accepted awards that night too, like Riley Knox, who's been on the show. Right. Corey George has been on the show. Samson has been on the show.
Right.
Racine Pendarvis, who gave an amazing. I mean, her speech. Let me tell you something. That totally blew me away. I was still thinking about that days later because she referenced us in our show and how it kind of. I don't want to say influence her, but, she has her own show as well. So we're really supportive of her.
Basically, she said it inspired her to go ahead and step out and do her show. And for someone that's such a giant like Racine in our community to say that she saw our show and she was inspired to do her thing, that was really moving. Mm-hmm. But I just want to call out some of the other names because there were some people there that I didn't know. And I didn't know the impact that they had on the community. And I can't tell you their bios because we don't have time to do that. But I'll just give you their name. And if you want to Google them, if you want to find out more information about them, then you can hit us up and I'll get the information to you. But we have Brian Watson. We had Craig Scott. We had Aaron Jones Wade. And Aaron actually hosted the ceremony at his church, which is the Community Church of Washington. Mm-hmm. There was Darren Phelps, Raul Posas, Sheldon Scott, Clifton Ross III, Corey George, Monty Wolf, Christopher Barnhill, Abdur Raheem Briggs, we call him Raheem, Ronald Lee Thomas, Carla Nolan Brooks, Racine Pendarvis, Samson McCourt, Courtney Baker Oliver, and Alan Sharp. And Alan Sharp is a playwright, and his best friend introduced him, and he is known as Miss Mickey. And if you have not met Miss Mickey, you are missing out on a treat. Hopefully we can have Miss Mickey on the show. But we just wanted to call those names out so that you'll know. And if you ever hear their names again, you'll know that they have had some impact on some of the things that you are allowed to do today in the LGBTQ community.
It's history, boy.
History. So that was a good thing. Happy hour last first Friday was amazing. Once again, you guys came out and showed us so much love and so much support. We had a taping of
your reality show, City Boys.
We did tape our first taping there. It was interesting. That's all I can say at this moment. But it was interesting. So stay tuned for more information about that.
Yes, and once again, we had our shot crew. Some were half naked, so you never know what you're going to see at our happy hour. So make sure you're there this coming happy hour, which is May 3rd, first Friday. Okay.
I'm not going to give out a wrong date, and they'll be there when we're not there. But so anyway, we're going to jump into some entertainment news here. We got a couple of things we want to talk about
because that's what we do.
But we're going to talk about Beyonce's tour that kicked off today.
Yes. But can I say something though? I'm excited about the tour. I'm excited about it.
I know what you're going to say. What I'm
not excited about is there's no new music, no single, no nothing. I mean, I'm very upset about that. It's kind of unprecedented to do this tour like this without any new music. I mean, I guess it's a testament to her power as an entertainer.
That she can do that.
Sell out a tour with not a drop of new music. But I'm just kind of like, these 12-second teases of some single that is, it's almost mythical at this point because we haven't heard it yet.
I would say I'm not disappointed. It's just a little uncomfortable because I look forward to going to the tour and I want
being able to sing the words of
the songs. I'm sure she's going to do a lot of her old songs, but
you could perform the songs in your bedroom.
Exactly,
because that's what you're going to do
in drag. Mm-hmm. So we're going to see how this tour turns out because I'm sure there are going to be some YouTube clips online tonight, and I will.
There already are.
So I'm just a little uncomfortable about her not having new music and doing this tour, but she is the queen bee, so
she does what she wants.
Because she's a grown
she can
woman.
Go to Cuba if she wants.
Which is our next story. So you saw pictures of Beyonce and her wonderful husband Jay-Z in Cuba celebrating their anniversary, and
I'm going to.
Okay,
let's go.
Make sure you get your papers together because
Can I get them from the White House?
Well,
no, you cannot get the papers from the White House. Don't take Jay-Z's song so literally, people. I had to go there.
Just all over top of where I was trying.
I'm sorry. I was excited.
So the representative in Florida was mad. She was just mad. And she was like, they spent money over there. They stayed in the best hotels. They ate the best food.
What were they supposed to do?
Like, sweetie, where did you think they were going to stay? In a hut? Where do you stay? I just think that people, they don't have anything that's really going on in their respective areas, and they're trying to get votes, so they want to be seen and they want to be heard. Did you actually think that Beyonce and Jay-Z just took their jet and just woke up and decided to go to Cuba?
But here's the issue. Let me ask you a question, and let's put this out there for the people. Do you or do you not think that this would be a different story if Jay-Z and Beyonce were another race?
I wouldn't.
Or if the president were another race.
Wow. Well,
and I'm not trying to
Are you gonna let me talk?
No, I'm just what I'm trying to say is that I just want to establish that I'm not. We don't really see color on this show. I mean,
shoot.
I don't. But what I'm saying to you is like I'm just presenting that as a question because I just don't think it would have been an issue.
Well, for me, I hadn't thought about it that way because I particularly thought it was a money thing. I immediately thought you're hating on their financial status. I didn't go to the whole black thing first. I mean, it's not totally far-fetched, but I just went to, you're just mad because you have to go to work every day and push papers and struggle to be heard on the House floor. That's...
Did you say struggle?
Yes. That's the first place in my mind where I didn't go to the race thing. But, of course, we can say that. Whatever. In other news, Rick Ross loses his contract with Reebok because of some of the lyrics in his song about slipping a girl to Molly and taking her to the hotel and she not know that his fat behind was on top of her. But I'm sorry. I don't care. There is not a drug powerful enough for you not to know that Rick Ross is on top of you. Yeah.
Did you just call him fat?
Have you seen him?
I don't support
What you wanted me to call him? Chubby? Husky?
There's a PC term for that. It's
Fluffy?
called like you say big boned or meaty.
There's so much fat around those bones. I'm not even sure if there are bones there. You've seen him take off his shirt at the award shows. You want to talk about bones? Child boo. Anyway, he had a contract with Reebok, and I'm sorry, but I'm having a hard time imagining some Reeboks that's going to hold all of that. I just.
I'm not going to comment on the people's favorite rapper. What I'm going to say is that it is unfortunate that he has, lost his contract. I mean, I don't necessarily know what this whole obsession with Molly is. I mean,
but once again, since you wanted
to make a meaty person sweat,
since you wanted to bring up race for Jay-Z and Beyonce, another question: would it be an issue if Rick Ross wasn't black? We have some rock and roll artists who have some lyrics that are obscene lyrics that you can question or whatever. No one has taken away their contracts. Have we ever examined exactly what they're talking about in their songs? So that's another thing to think about. Is it attack on black? You think about that. Speaking of being black, Ray J has released...
He hit it first.
He likes to think that he hit it first. He know better than that. Ray J has released a song
for televised her, and
he said that it's not about Kim Kardashian, but it's called I Hit It First. Now, Ray J, I do sympathize with you, when it comes to the fact that this whole family has gotten rich off of your penis in action.
That's his fault.
But it's your fault that you didn't capitalize on that when they capitalized on that. Now you're just late. Very, very late. And now you look like the bad guy because it's water under the bridge. So what, you hit it first. Kanye's about to put a ring on it.
I mean, I don't even think that's his goal. I think
it is.
No. I think his end goal is to make some money off of this when he didn't make it before. So now, because the song is charting in Europe already. I mean, I don't know if it's going to chart
Everything
here.
charts in Europe.
But what I'm trying to say is, he's going to make a coin off of this that he didn't make a coin off of in yesteryear when it happened.
He's going to make some European money because we're not.
Well, right now, European money is worth more than American money, so he's going to make some good money.
We're not buying it. And so, actually, Brandy, he said that his sister was upset that he made a song like that. And I can understand why she would be upset because she actually went on Wendy and she wanted to squash the beef with her and Kim because she was actually friends with Kim first. So,
I mean, I think the beef was probably already squashed because she did that movie Temptation with.
No. She went on Wendy way before they did this movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was around the time when Brandy was making her comeback with her CD 211.
You said 12-11.
12-11. It was a 2 and a 1.
I guess you didn't get it. What was your favorite song from it?
Cats Out the Bag. But yeah, so yeah.
Speaking of that movie, did you happen to see it?
I have not seen Temptation yet. No.
Okay. I usually try to. Never mind.
Never mind. You sure?
Yeah, never mind. Well, I was gonna say that I usually try. I usually try to support Tyler Perry's movies. I've heard varying things about it, so I'm just curious as to know what you might have thought about it.
I haven't seen it, but I have heard people talking about Tyler's movies, and he gets a bad rap every time he tries to put out a movie. There's always I did see someone was like there are certain groups that could get offended by his movie. They didn't say which groups of people, but people get offended by everything.
That's true.
The man is trying to make his money. He's employing black actors. He is consistent with the actors and actresses that he employ, and let it be. Find something else to do with your time. If you don't want to go see his movies, you don't like his movies, stop going to see him. He's not going to miss a meal. I promise you, he's not going to miss a meal. So
you tell him, girl.
I tell him. But moving right along to your favorite segment of the show, to our favorite segment of the show, it is time.
You didn't talk about Kevin Hart and his DUI.
See, that's what happens when you have a script. I usually don't let him see the script. And now
usually I have it because I'm able to do the transitions, but you just skipped all around, son.
Looking all over my shoulder. Anyway, that black ass Kevin Hart got arrested on a DUI this weekend. Now, this is what I don't understand why celebrities, you're going out to party. You know that you're going to drink. You know your limit. I know my limit.
Do you?
I stopped drinking on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just like, why are you driving? You have money to have a driver. You have friends. You be like, look, man, I done had too much to drink and you drive me home. Just doesn't make sense. But they said that he was resisting arrest, but he claims that he just wanted to take off his watch. Because that's what we do when we get arrested. Can I take off my Gucci shirt? Can I take off my Ferragamo shoes before you put me on the ground?
Let me take off this condom real quick.
Don't talk. No more. But anyway, he was arrested, and it is what it is. It is what it is. But on to the favorite segment of the show. It is now time for
Reality Roundup.
And if you all know, I like reality TV, but there's sometimes
But you don't want to watch it. Cat's out of the bag. I said it. Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he's been drinking tonight, but he is on my last good wisdom tooth nerd. If you all have been watching, there's a new reality show called Married to Medicine. And I originally
love it.
Of course, because you love all things ratchet.
I do.
I originally said that I was not going to watch Married to Medicine, but I like to give everything at least a show before I decide that this is a show. Really a show. So I didn't watch the whatever episode that came after it, but I saw that there was going to be a fight.
So you decided you had to tune in.
I had to see who was going to win the fight, but let me tell y'all.
It's kind of hard to tell who won the fight, though.
But let me tell y'all the cast. You have Miss Mariah, you have Miss Quad, honey, and that name is so annoying. It's so annoying. And they just can't stop saying Quad. I'm like, Anyway.
I love it. Because let me tell you, I think Quad would come on the show.
You think she probably will come on the show. You have Miss Carrie. She's the token white woman on the show because you have to have a token white woman when you have a cast full of black women. Mm-hmm. And is she from America?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, anyway, she got that Tina Turner kind of accent going on. And you have Miss Toya, who is married to a doctor. And then you have the two doctors.
Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie.
Dr. Jackie is a shady, grady character.
Dr. Jackie.
She reads for points. She does. And she said she was at the party and she was like, I saw a lot of peep-toe shoes with pantyhose. I said, now that is a read from back in the day. And then, that's all. Anyway, but they got into a fight, baby.
There was Mariah versus Toya.
Mariah and Toya. So basically,
that pocketbook.
It started because Mariah was told by her sister that Toya revealed in the beauty salon. Everybody's always talking in the beauty salon. Mm-hmm. That Mariah's daughter was adopted by her husband, and it's not her husband's, child. But my whole thing is, if this girl is your frenemy, why did you reveal such sensitive information to her in the first place?
No,
she said she's her frenemy.
I have no clue as to what the dynamic of that relationship is or was, but she said she told her 2 years ago. So, maybe at that point they were actually friends.
She was trying to bond.
Well, yeah, maybe it wasn't that
by telling your tea. Girl, nobody bonds over tea. You don't bond over tea.
Haven't you told secrets to people that you later found out that you really couldn't trust?
No. Because I don't have
You a lie!
Anyway, so they got into a fight, scrapping at this pool party, birthday thing. Now, everybody knows that you do not fight at white people's homes. You just don't.
But you can fight at a black person's house.
You can fight at a black person's house because they're going to let you fight, and they're not even going to let you leave. They're going to be like, you know what, y'all better talk it out and make up because we're going to do the electric slide in a minute, and we need everybody in. We're going to do the wobble, we're going to do the electric slide, we're going to play some cards, and y'all going to be all right. But the white people will call the police on you, and the party will be over. So
shut it down.
Don't fight at your Caucasian friend's party. But I just want to say about reality TV, some of the things that bother me, the mothers of reality TV.
Because Mariah's mother was beating that girl over the head with
her
that
mom
purse.
is hitting the girl with the purse, and she was like, well, at least you hit her back. I'm like, are we 5? Are we still in the hood? Aren't we in this exclusive neighborhood in Atlanta? Are you talking about, well, at least you hit her back? I don't get it. So now you have her mom, you have Keisha Cole's mom, Frankie, you have what's the in that order, Mama?
Wait, hold on. Mama D.
Mama D. You have all these mothers who are supposed to be showing their daughters an example of how to fight, of how to be a lady and how to conduct yourself. And your mom is on the show acting just as bad as you are.
Yeah. Makes for good TV.
We can no longer say that rappers are making black women look bad because you all are doing it all on your own. Next up for the reality shows, the Shears. Karen Clark Sheard, Maddie Moss' daughter, them girls, Kiki and all of them. They got a show out. I saw one episode. Like I told you all, I give everybody a one episode try. I really was excited about it because, I like Karen. I like Kiara and everything. But I just don't think this is something that I need to watch. I feel like they have a very powerful ministry, and I think that at the end of the day, these producers and these executives behind the camera, they ain't saved, so they don't care how your ministry is going to look after they finish chopping it and screwing it and putting it on TV, and I just don't think they should be on television doing that, because what they're doing, I see that they're making Kiara's brother, Drew, has a baby mama, and they're making her look like the fool, and I'm like, girl, they done set you up. First of all, they filmed at your house.
Let me back you up.
Wait, don't back me up because I'm going somewhere.
No.
They filmed at your house, and they didn't even tell you to buy curtains. You got a sheet hanging at your window.
Hold on. No. I disagree with you. When you go into a reality show, you have a choice of how you want to represent yourself.
You can have as many choices as
you ghetto, you just ghetto. The camera just going to show you being ghetto. I can edit it as much as I want to, and that the magic of editing is such that I can take things away and I can show things. I do it with this show. But what I'm saying to you is, you get on the camera and you talking ghetto, guess what? You ghetto.
It's more.
Guess what? If it was a sheet hanging right here, normally we tape it in front of the sheet.
It's beyond talking ghetto. You don't get it. It is the magic that you're talking about. But
here's
these
the thing.
people,
if I don't feed you that, you're not gonna get full off of it.
You don't get it.
No, I do get it.
You don't get it.
You don't get it.
Like I said, these producers and these executives, they do not care what your show looks like or your ministry looks. They care what your show looks like, but they don't care what your ministry looks like when
you are in control of your ministry.
Not when you have someone else in control of filming.
Well, then don't do it.
That's what I just...
No, what I'm saying to you is if you feel like it's threatening that, then don't do it. But if you feel like you can make a good example, then do it. You give them the food that you want them to eat.
It doesn't work like that.
Let me ask you a question. So, given that you are now part of a reality show.
I'm under contract and we're not going to talk about that.
So, what I'm saying to you is you have to think about how you're going to represent yourself.
I can think about it all day long, but the producer has the right in my contract. He can show what he wants to show.
But if you don't give that energy, then it can't be shown. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Do you realize that when Nene and them do their confessionals, half of the time, those faces that they're making, they said that about something else, and the producer has taken that moment and attached it to another moment that they think looks great together.
Listen, what I'm trying to tell you is that can happen. But what I'm also trying to tell you is you also have to give a certain energy in order for them to display it. For instance, they didn't have to fight on Married to Medicine, did they?
She pulled her hair.
What I'm saying is they had a choice.
She had a choice.
It's just like Mona Scott Young said in a recent interview. She was on, I think, one of the radio stations, and she said, these women on these shows, they have choices. You make a choice on how you choose to act on TV.
Mona is the producer. Boom, point proven. Next
that is not a point proven. Listen,
Mona is the producer, and you're going to take the word of the producer. Of course she's going to say that.
So think about there are examples of women who get on reality TV that don't act up.
And they are recasted. Deshaun Snow, how you doing?
That was because she was just boring anyway.
Lisa Wu, how you doing?
Boring.
Sheree Whitfield, where you at, girl?
She caused all types of drama, so that's a bad example. And she fought.
Whatever.
Boom.
Speaking of those girls we just named, I actually missed them from the show. I enjoyed them. But
Sheree, Ayana.
Sheree, Ayana, the incomplete Chateau Sheree. Ayana was on Watch What Happens Live with Andy, and she's like, who are you building this house for? She was like, I'm building it for my kids. She said, but it's incomplete. But it's for my kids. Girl.
I just feel like these people that get these houses done and they're like building them for years, what's the point?
Anyway, the Real Housewives reunion, we have seen 2 episodes of the reunion, and I have enjoyed this reunion because Miss Portia, she has done her research, and she is reading Miss Kenya, Gone with the Wind, for filth, honey.
She went to Google.
She is reading her for filth. And all Kenya can do is pop this fan that she probably got from Miss Lawrence. I'm like, Miss Lawrence should have gave you some reads, honey, because this fan is played out. We've seen 2 shows now.
No, Miss Lawrence should have sat in her place on the couch.
He should have taken her place and just been her mouthpiece because she has nothing to say. And Portia and Phaedra have been reading you, honey. They've been giving you reference materials.
They have, but I don't know. That good Nene got Phaedra together last night.
Well, that was
because you never can win when you play dirty.
And I don't have to like your ass. I think what Nene said was very important because she said Phaedra tried to talk to her half-sisters off camera and to get them on the show. And you don't do stuff like that. Like Nene said, did you really think they was going to turn against blood at the end of the day? You know, but they brought Wig back out there, and I tell you, Kim is shady, and I'm glad she's off the show. I don't plan on watching her little reality show because I don't care about her and Croy, and I'm on the camera, and I will say I personally feel, I'm not saying that he is, I feel that Croy does not like black people. He does not like the company of black people.
Why do you say that?
Just by the way his whole disposition is when he was in the room with all of them all the time. He was very standoffish, and I think that's why she let Sweetie go the first time. Stay tuned for that.
I mean, wouldn't he want to have her as the slave? Your slave is behind you. Listen, I don't know. All I know is that she gone. I'm glad because she was kind of boring to me anyway.
Very boring. But we're still watching. We're waiting for the 3rd part. I think Miss Kenya got some tea. I think she got some text messages from Apollo. She's been holding on.
I'm over her.
We'll see what she can do.
I was over her after Walter left her.
I was over her when I realized that Walter wasn't really with her. How about that?
Whatever.
Anyway, new music news. Fantasia, whom we love like a play cousin that we don't always see all the time, and sometimes we don't even want to talk to her. You know, you have the cousins you don't really want to talk to. You see them when you got to see them. I think that's how we love Fantasia. But we love her, though. She has a new single out with Kelly Rowland and Missy Elliott, and it is so hot. It is called Without Me. If you have not had a chance to listen to it, I posted it today for Music Monday on the Morning Wood Show's page. So check that out. Her CD is coming out not
April
this
23rd,
week,
next week.
23rd. So, and also this weekend, if you have Centric, the happy hour that we attended, Fantasia performed here in DC at the Fillmore.
Yep.
It's going to air on Centric this weekend. I don't know the date off the top of my head, but...
And let me tell you, if you have not seen Fantasia perform live, she is amazing.
Amazing.
I mean, and she doesn't lose it from the moment she sets foot on that stage to the moment she exits with no shoes on.
She reminds me of if Shirley Caesar did R&B. I promise you. And, you know, she grew up in North Carolina with Shirley, and she's in the Greater Mount Calvary group or whatever. But I tell you, I swear I thought I was watching Shirley Caesar singing some secular music. But that's been our show for this week. And we're going to wrap up by saying thank you so much for watching us. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking, following us here on YouTube, The Morning Wood Show, Facebook, The Morning Wood Show, Instagram, The Morning Wood Show, Twitter, Morning Wood Show. Is there anywhere else they can follow us?
Would you like for me to give them the address to your home? I can read it.
You is so not funny. Anyway.
Because that's where he likes the most visitors. We want to say thank you to the YPS Network for supporting us, as always.
And as always, I am the always fabulous, legendary DeMar Maurice Bouvier, and my co-host, who has been out of order this entire episode,
Richie Scott.
Thanks for watching. We love you. Peace.
When I wake up in the morning, I got sunshine on my mind.